Another big week for the Wisconsin Badgers. 3 games this past week. The home matchup last Sunday against Northwestern, followed by a pair of road matchups Wednesday at Penn State and Saturday against Nebraska in Lincoln. We'll check the highlights from all of those games. We'll hear from Badgers senior Tyler Wahl, coming back from that injury that took him out of 3 games earlier this season. And we'll have our weekly sit-down with head coach Gard. All on today's installment of the Badgers Sports Report.
There's Hepburn to the front court for Wisconsin. Chucky at the top of the circle. Throws to Wahl on the right wing, feeds Klesmit. 3-shot, right corner, good. Max Klesmit with the first 5 points here today. Wahl looking, throws to Davis left wing, into Gilmore, left of the lane, feeds Connor, flips a 3, left corner, nailed it. Connor is sieging. Hepburn in front of the Nebraska bench, sends it to Wahl, rotates to Davis. He'll try a 3, left side, he nails it. Jordan Davis with the triple, 13-10 Wisconsin. Bounce pass Wahl left of the lane against Denham. Dawson, who has checked in. Now the double. Wahl gets it out of there to McGee, feeds Klesmit. He'll try a 3, right side, good again. Second 3-point hit for Max Klesmit, 16-10 Wisconsin. Crowell throwing to Hepburn, left wing against DeMarcus Lawrence. Baseline left, fade away off that little back step, and he hits it. Riesel is on Connor, 15 on the shot clock, plenty of time. Connor throws to Hepburn, gets it into Crowell, left of the lane. Darts at the Connor, tries a 3, right of the circle, money. Connor is sieging with 11. That's 3 threes for CE3. Crowell gives off to Wahl, right side. Tyler going to work against Blaze Cato. Almost walked. Finds Crowell. Gets it out of there to Klesmit, left corner. Drives baseline. Darts at the Chucky for 3 straight away. Straight through for Chucky Hepburn. Chucky backs up near half court. 15 on the shot clock. Hepburn off the Crowell screen. Chucky a step back left wing jumper. Good, and we're tied. Hepburn ties the game at 61, 2:38 remaining. 19 for Hepburn today. This is Wisconsin basketball. And Wahl with a steal. Tyler with the pilfer. Down the lane, slam dunk. Now it's Jordan Davis for 3 on the right side, and he sticks it. With 2, Hepburn, good! Off the glass! Chucky right of the paint, behind the back pass. Crowell for 3, straight on, straight in. Let's have a party, Badger Nation! You have yourselves a Big Ten champion!
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org. And is brought to you by the Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors. BuildingWisconsinTogether.com. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
When you've been injured, you need the hometown team on your side. Trust us to get you back in the game. Call Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of Wisconsin Badger Athletics. One call, that's all.
You'll hear things like, you're gonna need to see a specialist.
That what you have is serious, like really serious.
And then you meet them, your medical team.
With research and clinical trials and new treatments.
With better procedures that lead to better results.
Then it hits you, you're gonna be okay.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Kids eat free at all Wahlburgers at Hy-Vee locations. Get a free kids meal with the purchase of an adult entree. Kids 12 and under choose from favorites like a burger and fries, grilled cheese, and chicken fingers, while adults can enjoy burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Dine in at Wahlburgers at Hy-Vee stores and get a free kids meal with the purchase of an adult entree every day, only at Wahlburgers at Hy-Vee.
These are operating engineers. They operate top-of-the-line, innovative machines and build stuff that matters. And operating engineers are well paid. They even get paid to train. As an apprentice, you can make $56,000 a year from day one. During training, no school loans and no debt. When your training is complete, you'll have a stable career job that is high skill, high tech, and high pay. We need operating engineers right now. Your future can begin today.
Injured? You need a team you can trust. Call Gruber Law Offices today, serving the people of Wisconsin for over 30 years. Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Badger Athletics. One call, that's all.
Carter, top of the circle, throws to McGee high on the left. Little screen from Gilmore. McGee flips to Jordan Davis. Steps back, three in the air. Good for Jordan Davis. Foul with a bounce pass right of the lane for Tyler Wahl. Feeds Asijan. Shot fake from three. Dribbles off the right wing. Asijan to the cup. Layup good. Connor fakes the three. Drives low on the left for two. About 2 minutes into the second half. Pass deflected by Gilmore and stolen by Carter. They were trying to go inside to pick it, and Gilmore is just not having it. Here's Hepburn up top. Three on the way. Book it. Chucky Hepburn for three. 40-33, Wisconsin. 2:12 gone by second half. Chucky Hepburn for three. Left of the circle. Off the dribble. No good. Rebound. Tyler Wahl rips it away from Kebajai. He'll find Gilmore out to Davis. Another chance here for Wisconsin. Max Klesman bounces the Wall. Left of the lane. The freshman Jai defending. Wahl faces him up. Moves into the paint. Low on the right. One pump. Two pumps. Up and in. Tyler Wahl. Hepburn against Winter. High screen to Asijan. Hepburn, 5 of the shot clock. Chucky deep three, straight on. Straight in for Chucky Hepburn. 68-65, Wisconsin. Moves off to Hepburn between the arcs. Flips to Asijan. Sends to Wahl on the right wing. Back to Connor. Deep three, straight away. Money! Connor Asijan, another triple. 72-68 Wisconsin, 3:45 left in overtime. Hepburn gets a screen from Crowell. Chucky left of the lane, drives through the lane, circles, out the Wall left side. Tyler baseline left, 10 to shoot. Wahl shovels it into Crowell, low on the right, layup good. Crowell the bucket, 74-70 Wisconsin, 1:25 left in overtime. The 5, Big Stevie with the ball right of the circle, throws to McGee between the arcs. He is with Martinelli. Ari holds and looks, puts it on the deck, little crossover to the line, right lane line. McGee to the cup, layup good. Kamari McGee looks a pass inside. Crowell catches left of the lane, draws the double with Barron and Nicholson on him. Crowell with a pass for McGee, rotates right side to Connor, flips a three, right wing, nailed it. Connor Asijan, his second three-point hit. Timeout, Northwestern. Catching against Klesman, leaves it for Crowell, 7 to shoot. Crowell hands off to Hepburn for three, got it from the right side, and we are tied at 26. Hepburn, left of the lane. Chucky starts to back. He draws the double. Retreats to the wing. Shot clock at 10. Now Asijan's open. Left corner. Three is good again. Another three for Connor Asijan, his 4th of the game. 32-30 Wisconsin. A pass for Wahl, top of the wheel. These are for Asijan. Connor to the line, down the lane, up right hand, way too strong, no good. Gilmore weak side there, low on the left with a putback. Sends it to Hepburn, high on the right. Hepburn against Barnheiser. Chucky left hand over the line, draw and kick. Asijan catching, shooting for three, got it! 5 threes for Connor Asijan. Wahl hands to Hepburn, shot clock at 12. Hepburn outside the center circle, moving against Barry. Chucky in the lane, pivots, fades, flips, good! Hepburn hits it, Badgers take the lead, 45.4 seconds to play.
You'll hear things like, you're gonna need to see a specialist.
That what you have is serious, like really serious.
And then you meet them, your medical team.
With research and clinical trials and new treatments.
With better procedures that lead to better results.
Then it hits you, you're gonna be okay.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
Kids eat free at all Wahlburgers at Hy-Vee locations. Get a free kids meal with the purchase of an adult entree. Kids 12 and under choose from favorites like a burger and fries, grilled cheese, and chicken fingers, while adults can enjoy burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Dine in at Wahlburgers at Hy-Vee stores and get a free kids meal with the purchase of an adult entree every day. Only at Wahlburgers at Hy-Vee.
Well, it's not an NBA season, but the college basketball season does take a while, and with it come the ebbs and flows of even the very best teams in the country. Everybody goes through it, and as we sit here with head coach Greg Gard, the Badgers are been going through a rough stretch. Of course, it's not the first time in the history of the program that's happened, and while history does not guarantee things this season, it's good to know that, Greg, we've seen the movie before.
Right.
And you guys have found ways to end up being really good, sometimes championship good.
Right.
I'll go back to when you took over for Bo in December of 2015, and then into the Big Ten season, you guys were 1-4, right?
Right.
There was a setback at Northwestern. You come back, you beat Michigan State. And I could give you all the list. I think you Badger fans probably know where I'm going. But what's the common thread that allowed those teams to be
to get back on? It's really stay true to who you are and what you're good at. And I think that's, for any group that's gone through it. And we've had, back when I was an assistant, we had groups go through it where they lost 6 in a row or 5 out of 6 or 4 out of 6 or however you stack them together. And this is not abnormal. I mean, most teams go through some type of plateau, dip, whatever you call rough spot, whatever you want to call it, for a variety of reasons. Maybe it's the length of the season, maybe it's an injury here or there that gets you off course, but you have to be able to sustain the things that are important to you that make you good. For us, we got a little off track defensively. I think we've gotten that back. Now, can we get back to having consistent play offensively? And that comes in a variety of ways through a variety of players. But the main thing is here, stay the course and trust what we're doing and stick together. And that's been a big key for all our teams, including this one. They've stuck together, and we'll fight our way through it.
You have said many times, just like Bo, we used to always say, you can't yell somebody into making a shot. Certain things are non-negotiable,
right?
Defensive principles and all of that. But when a team is struggling at the offensive end, is it the biggest emphasis just make sure you are getting the best shot every possession?
It is,
kind of thing?
yeah, and you try not to overanalyze, shot selection. You point out those things, but we can't play offense in a tense state of mind. It has to be loose. You have to be relaxed. You have to let it come to you. Obviously, you got to play through strengths, and that's collectively as a team and also some individuals that need to continue to step forward. But you're right. You can't, from a tense or an emotional standpoint, you can't make offense or shooting an emotional high. You don't get angry over shooting. You don't yell them into shooting. You have to stay calm and keep encouraging and help them get better shots too.
As much as you and your staff will try to help these guys, do you rely on the leaders of this team, just kind of, when you guys aren't in the room, say, hey, we're better than this. Let's start showing.
Well, we've shown that we're better with how we played early in the year, and you try to find a common denominator for when it turned, and you can look to a variety of places. But I think the other thing you keep in mind is we got some guys that are going through this for the first time. You got a freshman and a sophomore in the backcourt, so these things aren't. We've always had some older guys, more older guys, so you've had more of a experienced voice or a voices. And so that's something that I think has been new for this group too, is just a lot of these guys, for the most part, it's first time going through it, this kind of rough patch. And some of these guys, for the first time going through it, it's all the first time they've had to be a leader. So you get two things on your plate at once.
I remember 3 years ago, it was after you guys had lost at Minnesota, which, by the way, was the last game you lost. It was February 5th of 2020. And the next home game was the celebration, the 20-year anniversary of the Final Four. And Mike Kelly was telling the media, hey, it wasn't all, roses for us. Deep into February, we had some stuff going on, and you guys had stuff going on that year. But there's got to be something that's extra satisfying about finding a way to fight through that and playing your best ball late.
Right, and I think that's what I mentioned earlier from the outset, is that every team, for the most part, you're very fortunate if you don't have to go through it. You obviously try not to have to go through it, but when you do, how you fight your way through it, stick together, stay true to who you are, and improve. I think that's the thing. Try to continue to get better every day and stay as positive while learning from what didn't go well. And quickly, this league doesn't allow you to really lick your wounds much. You turn around and have to play right away. So you can't dwell on the past. We have to get ready for the future.
Yeah, one more example. I'm pulling it. Easy to do. It's not that long ago. Even the 2015 team, the best Wisconsin basketball team that most of us have ever seen. Got to the national championship game. You guys went into Rutgers. Frank was out that day. Trey Jackson breaks a foot that day. Sky's falling until it wasn't. Right. So even the very best teams, as you say, they go through a little bit.
Yeah.
Right?
Every team, even the team before that, went through some where we scuffled and stumbled at times, and you have to find ways to right the ship and stay true and keep battling back.
As a coach, I mean, you dealt with this when you were still the interim coach, but is it? I'm not going to say you want it, but are you better equipped to deal with it as a coach, your staff, and being able to tell the players what they need to hear now than maybe year one?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is you don't hit the panic button. They see you keeping a calm approach, and a consistent approach. I think that's the thing too, is that you're not bouncing off this wall one day and that wall the next day, that you're consistent in your approach and you have a plan and how you're going to work that plan and have everybody keep pushing forward. And this group will find their way out of it.
Yep, and the history tells us the plan works here with the Wisconsin Badger basketball program. We'll take a break. More to come as we continue with the Badger Sports Report.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. We believe in financial security for Wisconsin public school employees and their families. WEA Member Benefits, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. WEABenefits.com.
My favorite breakfast is Odyssey yogurt. I asked Mommy where it comes from, and she took me to a dairy farm to learn all about milk and, most importantly, cows. Wisconsin cows are definitely the happiest, which means they make the tastiest yogurt. My favorite is blueberry. What's your flavor? Support your local farmers. EIEI Odyssey.
WEA Member Benefits, dedicated to helping Wisconsin public school employees become financially secure with programs designed for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. WEABenefits.com.
Always great to have a veteran presence here on the program. We certainly have that with Tyler Wahl, one of the best and most versatile players in this or any conference. So you are the vet, and I was talking to Stephen Crow about how this league, like back in the day, there were bad teams, and now that's out the window. Is this, in your time here, is this maybe the deepest? I mean, it's been deep all along, but this year maybe more than others. There's no hope of an easy one, right? That's just the way this league seems to be constructed.
Yeah, especially my freshman year, you would have a couple games where you look at them and it's like, oh, okay, this is a night where we can go in there like we're looking to sit on the bench after 5 minutes left in the second half, just go out there and get it done. Where this year, no matter who you're playing, every game's going to come down to the wire. So yeah, it speaks to the depth of the Big Ten and how good this league has really become.
And you guys have been, throughout your career and even before you got here, the non-conference schedule has had really big-time challenges. This year, obviously, in the Bahamas, going to Marquette. As you get deeper into the Big Ten season, does that help, having gone through those kind of games, the down-to-the-wire, tough environment type of games that you guys have already played?
Yeah, I think that's what we do here at Wisconsin. We want to play the best teams. We want to play the best competition because at the end of the day, it's going to make us better. And especially when we're going through these droughts where you lose a couple games, you can look back to what you've done in the past and know your true identity as a team.
I was at the beginning, I talked about your individual versatility. This league seems like it might have more versatility this year just in terms of style. Illinois has changed some things from what it was doing earlier. Penn State, that's just a different kind of prep, right? Mm-hmm. Is there a little bit more variety than maybe you've seen in past years in this league, or no?
I feel like the Big Ten, there's a lot of X's and O's, and every time you play a team, they're going to come up with a different game plan, and you're going to see a whole lot of different looks. And so our coaches are great here preparing us for that. And also we do a good job of, I think, mixing it up and teams not really knowing what we're going to throw at them.
Yeah, you mentioned that X's and O's. I think Coach Gard, more and more folks on the outside even who follow college basketball but maybe don't have a dog in the fight, they're starting to recognize his ability, right? If it's ATOs after timeouts, whatever. Is it kind of fun for you guys too? Like there are times where he says he just kind of drew up something that you didn't necessarily rep in a practice, but take us through that. That seems like it's a fun component to this that a lot of fans maybe are just starting to grasp onto a little.
Coach Gard's great with X's and O's. Just my time being here, I feel like my basketball IQ and my idea of the X's and O's of the game has really just increased dramatically. And it's just been great to see Coach Gard draw things up, and even just like us go out there and play. We go out there and play, and he'll pick it up. It's like, oh, this was something that worked. We need to do this a little bit more often. So it's really been cool to see Coach Gard and his coaching philosophy.
And certainly there have been games where there have been moments where it's like, okay, let's get the ball in Tyler Wall's hands in isolation and all of that. Is that, that's a great feeling for you, knowing that there's the coaches and everybody has the confidence when it's time to go make a play, get it to number 5, and he'll go make a play for us.
It's great having the confidence, all my coaches, all the players having confidence in me. But also I feel like I pass it along to everyone else on our team. We got guys on our team that can do a little bit of everything, like Chucky. We got Steve that can go out there and make a play. So it's really nice to have multiple guys who can go out there and score or go and get a bucket when we really need it.
At the beginning, I mentioned also your defensive versatility. Has that always been a strength? Prior to even coming to Wisconsin, they would feel like they could switch you wherever, whenever needed.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've always grown up being a versatile defender. Being able to guard 1 through 4, 1 through 5 has always been a strength of mine, and it's always been, I feel like, playing hard for me. I remember once my dad getting on my butt for not playing hard, and I feel like ever since then I've definitely taken some pride in my defense and definitely taken it personal when a guy scores on me.
The other thing that people, again, kind of marvel about you is your pain tolerance, because when you were banged up in the Minnesota game, I mean, most guys would probably be on the floor for a while, and you pop back up, you were walking a little gingerly, and you came back out. A lot of us didn't think anything of it. When it first happened, did you think, uh-oh, or did you just expect to be able to shake it off the way you always do and play through it?
I mean, that's something that, it was just like it was a whole new experience for me. I'd only missed 1 game in high school, 1 game in college so far, so I was just going out there thinking, I just tweaked my ankle again. Like, I'll be fine. I'll go out there, get moving around. I'll be good to go, get some adrenaline. But then when I got back out there, definitely couldn't go. Felt it for a few weeks after that.
That had to be, I think I suggested to Coach Gard that smoke had to be coming out of your ears after a while, because you want to play so badly, but if it's not cooperating, it's not cooperating. When you first came back, did it take a little bit to truly trust it and okay, I feel like I'm kind of back into the flow of a college basketball game again?
I mean, taking a couple weeks off and not really playing any real basketball or taking any real contact, it's definitely going out there and throwing you off a little bit. But that's just the Big Ten. You're going to come in, you're not going to be 100% every night. And you got to go out there and perform for the fans, for the team, and for yourself. So you go out there and play for the university for sure.
A couple final thoughts, that the toughness of this league. People say this all the time, but maybe in this league as much as anybody. As we talk, Purdue hasn't maybe gone through a lot of bumps yet, but there's that old saying that a season doesn't start until it gets a little bit difficult, until there's a little adversity. I mean, I go back, a few years ago when it looked like the season was going sideways, the 1920 season, and then February came and you guys didn't lose again and won a championship. Do you draw on any of that? If a team, right now, if it's scuffling a little bit, hey, been through worse.
Right.
We can get through this. Those are the kind of things that you have learned that maybe you can pass along to the younger guys on the team?
I mean, I've definitely brought it up a couple times where, we've been 5-6, we've been 6-6 before, and we still won it. But that's all right. I mean, I feel like your true colors come out when things aren't going so well, and it's really going to show later down the line. So hopefully we come back, we respond well to this, and it just ends up being a good thing for us.
And this is, the way you're always the happiest guys is when you come in the home games, it's game day. So you're thrilled for another opportunity. As it gets deeper into the season, January turns to February, et cetera, then the fun just ramps up too, right? For you, this is what you did all this stuff in the summer for these kind of games.
Yeah, I mean, students were gone for a while, so we got a lot of home games coming up. Students will be back, and hopefully we just go on a run and ride the wave. So turn it around here and get it done.
There you go. And for the students, everybody else, feel free to be loud. Help these guys out. That's Tyler Wahl. Stay with us. More to come as we continue with the Badger Sports Report.
These are operating engineers. They operate top-of-the-line innovative machines and build stuff that matters. And operating engineers are well paid. They even get paid to train. As an apprentice, you can make $56,000 a year from day one. During training, no school loans and no debt. When your training is complete, you'll have a stable career job that is high skill, high tech, and high pay. We need operating engineers right now. Your future can begin today.
You'll hear things like, you're gonna need to see a specialist.
That what you have is serious, really serious.
And then you meet them, your medical team.
With research and clinical trials and new treatments.
With better procedures that lead to better results.
Then it hits you, you're gonna be okay.
UW Health. Remarkable medicine. Remarkable care.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health, the healthcare team for the Badgers. Learn more at uwsportsmedicine.org. And is brought to you by the Construction Business Group. Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors. BuildingWisconsinTogether.com. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
A 3-game homestand now for the Wisconsin Badgers. Game number 1, Tuesday night, Valentine's Day. Because, of course, that's when the game with Michigan will be at the Kohl Center. And then a Saturday matchup here at the Kohl Center against the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.
Kids eat free at all Wahlburgers at Hy-Vee locations. Get a free kids meal with the purchase of an adult entree. Kids 12 and under choose from favorites like a burger and fries, grilled cheese, and chicken fingers, while adults can enjoy burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Dine in at Wahlburgers at Hy-Vee stores and get a free kids meal with the purchase of an adult entree every day. Only at Wahlburgers at Hy-Vee.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
My favorite breakfast is Odyssey yogurt. I asked Mommy where it comes from, and she took me to a dairy farm to learn all about milk and, most importantly, cows. Wisconsin cows are definitely the happiest, which means they make the tastiest yogurt. My favorite is blueberry. What's your flavor? Support your local farmers. EIEI Odyssey.